to the wrong thing. Oh, you did. Okay, so now I get it.
I wasn't finished listening to the song.
Oh, I didn't know we was live.
I think I'm not. I said I'm about to do live. You in the mood. I can't with you. Hey.
No, but what? You didn't tell me we was live.
I said I'm about to put the live play.
You was messed up. You let me go like this.
You look beautiful.
You're fine. Don't worry about it.
That's why I be thinking you can't dance, because you're like a little like a step or two behind. So
I said dance.
Hey.
Dope, right? I like this movie.
I mean, I'm alive. David's alive. All right, let's play our
credit solutions. Let's take them through the garden, the streets of where I'm from. Let's bring them through Chanel reality. Let's swing all the way to Texas, riding Lexus, where the girls are all baddies. Shout out to Creative Solution, the chocolate baddie. She got her own house and her own car, doing things like a real boss lady. Wait, let drip do it. Who you at the Galleria, with Chanel is shopping, till she drop shopping spree in Gucci, in Louis Vuitton. Shopping spree for her Chanel, it's her. She the one. Now let's start the show. Let's bring the host, Chanel and Creative. Welcome to the show. Please camera and be respectful and support the show. Let drip do it.
Let drip do it. Hey everybody, welcome to Chanel's Reality. I'm Chanel and this is my reality. I'm here with the lovely, gorgeous Creative Solutions. Go like up the stream, like up both of the streams, go to her channel, stay at my channel, okay? Like up the stream, watch the whole video, okay? Replay crew, thank you so much for being a part of the, the show on the back end. Share this with your friends because YouTube has changed their qualifying for monetization. Well, it's changing in I think January 1 or something like that, where you have to get like double. So we have to get monetized. She needs all of the subscribers. I have all of the subscribers, but I need all the watch hours. She has all the watch hours, and I don't. So we're in a conundrum. So we need y'all to like up the video. We need y'all to watch the video. We certainly need y'all to watch for an hour or two. Put it in the background, whatever. Just we need to get us there because we want y'all to support us. Creator, did you have anything that you wanted to say?
Subscribe. Subscribe to Creative Solutions. Subscribe to Create Your Reality. Subscribe. Show your girl some love. Hit up the like button. If you're feeling generous, you can donate to the channel.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know that
you like. Okay.
And also, if you want us to do different topics or you have something you want us to talk about, you can email us or please place it in the chat. Hit the panel, leave us a message on the back, and we will explore that.
So tonight's topic is Nolan Wells, and we're really talking about race in America. And if racism still exists. Creative is not from America initially. She's from.
I grew up here. Thank you very much. But go ahead.
I was going somewhere with that, but since she's immediately taken offense to it for no reason at all. So I was gonna ask, since you didn't grow up here.
I grew up here. That's what I said.
I'm sorry, since you weren't born here or whatever. Did you experience, like racism in the country you came from? That's the only reason I brought up.
Oh yeah, they have racism between Indians and Black people. There is like a small portion of Venezuelans that are coming to the country. Mm-hmm. So there's that too. They're trying to open up businesses. But yeah, there's still racism down there between Indian people and Black people.
So is it the same type of race? Have you experienced racism here in America?
Yeah, they look down on you. They probably look at you funny. They do all those things.
Directly to you? You've experienced it?
I haven't experienced that directly to me.
That's what the difference is that you are a chocolate brown beauty, and I would have never thought that you didn't experience racism at some point in this country.
In this country, I have many times.
I just asked you that and you said no.
In the Navy, I meant yeah.
I can't take it.
Even in New York, I'm sorry.
Creative is focused on her new bae that she just got from the other chocolate channel. Okay, they didn't exchange numbers while I was not paying attention.
No.
And now
I am dating somebody new. I am.
Are you? Do tell.
He's a cutie.
Don't show me his photo on this internet, Creative.
Yeah, I can't do that because
you can send it to Chanel. I'm trustworthy. Hey, Lord ADS. Hey, boo. Hey, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button.
I can't show a side photo.
No, we're on the internet.
Go ahead.
I can't save her from herself. It's a lost cause. I'll be trying, but I can't save her from herself. She was born in the 90s, and so therefore I can't save her. They think that they should put everything on the internet, and it's all good, and it's not gonna come back and bite them. Why am I stressing myself out about Creative showing her new bae? Show you new bae. Invite him on the channel, Creative, so everybody can look at it.
You know what? He said that he's starting the channel.
Yeah, bring him on the channel so everybody can see.
I'm lying. Don't listen to me, y'all. But I might join him on his channel.
No, I'm fine. But the money makes me handsome.
Creative.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm all ears, Miss.
No, you're not. No, you're not. I'm putting her in the background because she's not even here.
No,
She going in the back.
you can't do that to me. Somebody was
I'm over
calling
here
me.
trying to talk about something serious, and you worried about your play, and I can't.
All right, let's go.
No. It's okay. If you want, I could do the stream by myself. It's fine.
I'm all ears.
No, you're not all ears. You're distracted.
I'm not distracted.
Yes, you are. You are. You have a smile on your face.
No, somebody was just calling me 10 million. Did you hear somebody calling me?
Right. From the person that's calling you. That's your smile.
No, I don't know. I talked to him earlier today. But go ahead, now.
So you see? Anyway, no. So as I was saying, so you said you have experienced it. So you experienced it in the military?
All over, yeah.
Okay. 18th letter, you got cam up, love. Oop, he dropped immediately. He said, fuck that, I ain't doing that. 18th, I would love to get your perspective because I feel like you probably could give a good perspective on race in America. Are you driving, 18th? If you driving, I won't make you cam up because I know if you working.
Is he driving?
I don't know. 18th, come back if you working, and that's why you can't cam up. But let's watch. I have some videos for us to watch. And what he said? Yes, I'm driving. So you can come up if you drive, and I'll allow it. Is it this one? That one.
Hold on, we was talking about racism in the U.S. and have we went through racism? And I was telling you, yes, I have been through racism by the other race of people and by my own Black people.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, 18.
What's going on? What's going on, ladies? I was wondering if y'all was still live and everything like that.
Yeah, we actually just went live for us. We were over at Chocolate's channel. She had us dressed in like little sluts, and so.
Yeah.
Don't say that because she gonna be like.
That's what she told us to do. She told us to put our tits out. That's what she said.
Good.
Is that not having me dressed like a little slut? And that's okay. I like being slutty sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Put some t-shirts on. What y'all doing?
Why did I almost spit out my drink?
When he said that?
Yes.
What y'all doing? It's company at the house. Put some t-shirts
on. 18. Is racism still alive and well in America?
Yes, racism has taken on various forms. Mm-hmm. But the thing that people don't talk about is that it's very hard to describe, and it's very complicated because you have to understand the mechanics of racism and how it's structured in the United States, and it's taken on a different form now, from overt to very more covert, and in terms in a lot of situations gaslighting. But it's how can I put it? It's a double-edged sword. It is a double-edged sword because we deal with racism, we deal with prejudice, because racism is about resources, power, inequality to make sure one group, maintain and holds on to power. And racism has always too been a buffer to separate poor whites from poor blacks, even though both are in the same group. It's very you have to read and understand the history of racism in this country to fully understand it, because in this day and age, not even a lot of black people understand racism. Yeah, I would definitely say. Yes, I would definitely say.
That's false.
The reason why I say that is because you have a lot of black people, unfortunately, that have forgotten their history, or they wasn't either taught their history, and therefore they really don't truly understand racism like that. And usually, you can hear about how the way some black people speak on these panels that we deal with on a different day-to-day basis, and they don't even look around and see what's going on with us as a community. Right now, our family structure is practically on life support. We don't own any businesses to help employ our own people. A lot of our youth literacy rate is in the toilet. You have literally seniors who are the future that's reading at a fourth grade level where they can't understand and comprehend. You have both genders not getting along, and in some cases, some people within our community seeking for white approval. Um, the spirit of like people that came from the civil rights movement and you know those types of people is long gone now. And unfortunately, within our community, you just have a bunch of individualism and a lot of renegades that are not really concerned with anybody in the community unless it comes down to them hustling somebody in the community to make sure that they get ahead. So we have a it's bad. It's bad, and a lot of black people really don't even understand the way racism works because racism is embedded with group economics as well. And I don't think a lot of people get it today. But that's just my opinion. I don't mean to sound dark but just from what I'm seeing, I'm not seeing things get better as generations, move on or progress.
Yeah, I used to think that until I showed up at a black HBCU.
No, black HBCUs are cool. I got a lot of respect for the black.
But I'm saying whenever we put out a narrative like that, and I'm not saying that's not your truth,
Mhm.
but when we put out a narrative like a lot of black people don't know this and they don't know that, and our families are broken and this, that, and the third, I'm not saying that's not true. Meaning, I'm not saying that in part there's a population of people that's true for. That's definitely true for the population of people. But what I am saying when I say, you know, when I thought that way until I showed up at a HBCU, what I thought what the media fed me my whole life was black men are dangerous. Um, there's a whole bunch of black baby mamas, this, that, and the third, or whatever the case may be. And then I showed up to a college full of black people, especially black men, but predominantly black women, but thousands of black men getting educated, wanting to do shit with their life. So when I sit on these panels and I hear people say stuff like that, I be like, maybe it's just where you from. Because
Mm.
if you go into any of the black universities, guess what? It's mostly people that are what they look like. So we can't all be a lost cause. We not all struggling. We not all, coming from a single mom home where your mama talking to you crazy or she a dope fiend or she leaving the kids in the heart. Like we not all like that is what I'm getting at. And then, when you hear black people say it, then you really kind of be like, wait, what? I mean, obviously, but you will never hear white people go anywhere and talk about how broken the white family structure is and how they need to do better, regardless, however horrible their history is. And we know they have a horrible history in this country. You're not gonna catch them doing that. We know that they have a dark past in this country, and you never gonna catch them talking about white people are not trying to do anything in their community, this, that, and the third. They're never gonna do it. And so I don't understand why we do it. I hear what you're saying, but I wish that we could talk more about what we could do better as opposed to all of the things that we're doing wrong.
Yeah, well, I would just say that
And kids in a classroom about math or whatever, and they don't get it. Let's just say they don't get it, they're not comprehending it, they failing in class or whatever. I would never tell those children, see, that's what's wrong with y'all because y'all don't you should go to bed on time. You shouldn't
I don't tell them that. I
say,
wouldn't say
I
that
think
directly to
that
somebody.
you guys are better than this, and I want you guys to use your opportunity to educate yourself. use your time wisely. I would do more like that than speaking negatively to them about what all of the shit is that they doing wrong. But that's just
I'm not speaking negative, and I wouldn't tell kids like that they are lost cause and things
not
like that.
you. I'm not
No, I
speaking.
got you. I know what you're saying. But what I am saying, I am speaking realistic and I'm speaking truthful. From what I see. When I was growing up, we still have more mom and pop. Shout out to No
Hi,
Chaser.
No Chaser. Hi, Stanley. Sorry. Hi, 18 letter. Hi, Lord ADS.
In the building. Sorry, go ahead, 18.
So we have more mom and pop, stores. We still have places where we
What's up,
still
Free
have
the
more
Dreams?
of a family. Shout out to Free. We still have more of a family structure. I'm not seeing that in today's day and age. What to me, I'm not even gonna lie, and this is just from what I've seen. It seemed like a lot of, and I understand exactly where you're coming from, Chanel, because I feel the same way. But it seems like to me sometimes, and I just got to keep it real. But we believe what we were taught about ourselves, where we believe
Mm.
we believe that we aren't less than. We believe, because I hate to say this, but I'm gonna keep it real. You do have black people, and you can tell by how certain people project. You do have black folks out here that do have an inferiority complex, because for you to feel that blackness is valued, for you to feel like that black. See, some people will say that they black but see, it's not just what you say too; it's an action on how you carry yourself. So for you to feel that, for you to have an understanding of and the value for blackness, that's something that has to be taught at an early age. You get what I'm saying? That's confidence that have to be instilled in you, where you're taught, to value your people, where you taught the history of your people, and understanding group economics and different things like that. If that's not taught, and you have a very you know, negligent upbringing from your parents, or your parents, I'm gonna just keep it real and say the parents are stupid and they pass down the stupidity to the kids, it's not going to be that much of a value. You get what I'm saying? And I think, and I'm not saying that, of course, you got black folks like yourself and creative, but I think that now at this particular point, some of that, the ignorant type of people is outnumbering the people that are trying to have that family structure. And I hate to say that, because y'all know how I am, and I hate to say that, but from what I'm seeing, it seems like with the way that things have systematically worked, that slowly but surely they're succeeding. And when you look at our population hasn't really moved. We was 12% of the population 30, 40 years ago, and we're still 12% of the population now. And a lot of other groups have outgrown us. They've established, different businesses and stuff like that. And meanwhile, we're staying stagnant in population, and we don't really have the businesses and a lot of stuff to even help employ our own. So that's a problem. That's a major problem.
Welcome to the show, Mr. McKinnon.
Hey, Mr.
Hey,
McKinnon.
what's up, McKinney? How you doing, man?
We can't hear you.
So I said, I'm doing good, man. How about you?
I'm doing all right. I can't complain.
So our topic is about racism in America, and is it still a problem? And really, I want to talk about this because I want to talk about Nolan Wells. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with the Nolan Wells case, and it's beyond frustrating to me because now they want to try to, the attorneys for the white kids that were involved, his alleged friends, which I'm not calling them his friends at this point. If you watch any of their interviews and stuff like that, this can't be he couldn't have been your friend for a number of reasons. Y'all don't. Nobody's sitting on the thing crying. You know what I'm saying? And nobody is didn't seem even alarmed that he was missing. Certainly didn't seem alarmed that he died. And now you want to change the narrative about what happened to Nolan Wells to why is his mom, why doesn't she give her phone over to the racist white people down to the Mississippi that said that their son died by I guess an accidental drowning within an hour of him dying. Like it's just like if y'all finding his
I'll
body.
be back, y'all.
Okay, within an hour of you finding his body, decided he drowned accidentally. How do you know that? You haven't investigated anything. So they're mad that the people on the internet are like, yeah, some of this don't sound right. He left his phone on the boat. Y'all left him on the island alone, or supposedly with some girl. It just is not adding up. Then the mom, when y'all had the phone, you calling the mom talking about, have you heard from your son? How could the mom hear from her son when you got her phone, the son's phone? How he calling her? Like, it's just craziness. There's all kinds of craziness that's going on. So now they have their attorneys threatening lawsuits against content creators who have anything to say about it, which is crazy. Yeah, they basically threatening to sue the whole internet because we have the nerve to say something is afoot in this damn case. And also Mississippi doesn't have a good reputation with race. They one of the worst. Why do you think they made a movie called Mississippi Burning? It's the reason.
The South is the worst in general.
No, you're not putting the whole South in that bucket. We're gonna leave Mississippi. They on their own bucket. They didn't have Texas is burning. They had Mississippi was burning. Okay. Not but yeah, it's just like it's crazy. So I wanted us to watch this video of this one guy. I found him so hilarious. So he's gonna talk about
Is it me or did Chanel freeze or something?
She is frozen as hell.
Okay, I thought it was just me. It's okay, y'all. Chanel.
Okay, I'm back. Can y'all see me and hear me now?
Yeah, we can.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know. My thing stopped for some reason, and I'm looking at my Wi-Fi, and it looks good. So let's try this again. Let me add him. Oh, he's already added. Okay, here we go.
To know. That don't make no type of sense. That's like marching in defense of white pride with a mask on. You know what I mean?
How it matches that one right there. That one being on Remington McCall.
Oh, hell no! But you know, it ain't our fault. It ain't our fault you're stupid. Grown man don't know how to swim.
Just get into this. It's Jacksonville, Florida. I want you to note this scar on his forehead and how it matches that one right there. That one being on Remington McCall of Jacksonville, Florida. He has since deleted this LinkedIn.
Remington, you deleted it? Why would you delete it? Your handle was Mr. Hate 88. You wanted us to know. I don't understand. You wanted us to know. That don't make no type of sense. That's like marching in defense of white pride with a mask on. You know what I mean? I just...
Yes, it is. Oh my gosh.
Shout out to all the subscribers and the members here on the channel. Don't forget in at ReeseWaters.com. Are you expecting them to play the jams? I don't understand. Who going into Walmart expecting the hits? Like, hey, you left your phone on the table. Don't worry about it. Don't worry, because they be hitting at Walmart. They be hitting. I don't need nothing.
You got a spot on your face. You love this place. Moving those buttons all over the place. We are Walmart.
And that's before I get to what's Muslim music? Do you even know what that is?
Mr. Hate 88, which if you don't know, 88 is a white supremacist dog whistle. H is the 8th letter of the alphabet. HH as in Hitler. So
Y'all should go like and subscribe to this man's channel. Not the white guy. I mean, you could like and subscribe him too. But the other guy, he's so hilarious. Like his commentary is so funny.
He got this all from TikTok. I need to learn how to download videos.
No, he's on YouTube.
I'm talking about the other
You
videos.
talking about this guy? These people?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. But I don't know if he got it from TikTok or not. He might be on YouTube. I'm not sure. But let's keep going.
Anyway, the thing is, when you are an unlikable piece of shit, and then you finally get attention for something, like a viral video, you are desperate to have that happen again. So you start doubling and tripling down on ways to try and get that attention, even if it's negative.
Can I just say that the bearded guy here sounds a lot like McKinnon? McKinnon, is this your uncle?
Do you take offense?
No, I don't, because this guy's actually pretty cool, so that's fine. But no, I'm not related to this guy.
He's an asshole. This guy's cool, like him. Okay.
And so his new move was to post a video about the tragic death of Noah Wells.
Oh boy. Mr. Hate 88 letting you know that he is putting out there that he is in fact racist, wants to give his take on Noah Wells. Well, this should be trash.
Just don't know how to swim. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You throw them in that water. We say, swim, boy, swim. Woo! Learn how to swim, boy. You can't do it. You can't do it, boy. Y'all ain't ever gonna learn how to swim.
Do these people have jobs? Do they own
Yeah,
businesses?
they did it. Them boys did it. This is a damn tradition for us.
I don't know if you were watching.
Why would you say something like that and be proud to say it on the internet?
I don't know if you were
thousands of people
watching.
are watching you, and they could find out where you live. What, like, this is just a bad. I don't, people aren't thinking.
Well, I think that's the point. They think. What do you think white supremacy means? They think that they're above it, right? They're supreme. So what? I did this. We're the most popular. We populate more in this country. Our population is higher in this country. So what are you gonna do? But at the very beginning of this video, the black guy who's the video we're watching, he showed that the guy's LinkedIn, or maybe it was the white guy that showed it. He showed it his LinkedIn and was basically like, this. These are, you see the scar on his face. It matches this scar on his face. So he was saying that his LinkedIn, he took it down. He took that video down after that because of the reason.
Because he know it's wrong. I'm telling you, if these people could say half the shit that they want to say and they do it without a mask on, they wouldn't say it. They would run from the internet because you know it's wrong. That's why you come on here with your fucking avatar and you want to run your mouth and say dumb shit because you don't want to cam up. The minute you cam up and people find out who you are, now all of a sudden, no, I didn't say that. I didn't mean. That shit pissed me off.
I took it out of context. I didn't. Yeah.
But it is true though.
Yep.
Yeah. This is a tradition. We take you boys out in the woods and we throw you in the swamp. We throw you in the creek. We throw you in them springs and rivers. Yeah, we throw you in them oceans. Y'all can't do a damn thing. Y'all be in there splashing and screaming, I can't swim. I can't swim. Oh, hell no. But it ain't our fault. It ain't our fault you're stupid. Grown man don't know how to swim.
Okay.
So just keep in mind when he says grown man don't know how to swim, he's talking about Nolan Wells.
We know.
Okay.
As a grown man that does, in fact, know how to swim, let me first address you putting out that it's not your fault that we're stupid. Are you just ceding the guilt of the people that have gone on a whole media tour to assert their innocence? Huh? Are you just putting out there the guilt of the people that have sworn they're innocent, gone as far as to hide behind Brandon Tatum? to assert that they're innocent, and you're going to put out that they're guilty? Stupid. Was that what you said? Stupid. Was that what you said? That was interesting.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
It would be like openly admitting to the kind of violence that your propaganda likes to place at our feet. You know, like that kind of stupid. You know what I mean? Like, you just spent all day posting about Black people being violent, and then you turn around and just erase your whole. Like, why would you do that? I don't understand why you would do that. But see, here's the thing, and this is why this was so interesting to me, because one of the things that I've been talking about quite a bit on the channel is how untenable the two tranches of racism are. Those that want to preserve systemic racism, those that want to preserve systems of systemic racism and therefore keep it all below the surface, and those like you that are out loud and proud about it. Those don't go together. See, this is the kind of racism that y'all like to tell us doesn't exist when we're complaining about the systemic kind. And you just gave us all of the evidence.
You know that I can see you?
Stupid? Is that what you say? You say stupid? You know what you sound like? Honestly, you know what you sound like?
You know how you're always going out with friends and you go somewhere far away and one person wants to stay and talk to someone for a while, so the rest of you take off and keep his phone? Yeah, me neither.
That's exactly what you sound like, except that was spoken from the perspective of an ally.
So what do you guys think about what he's saying?
What he's saying is the truth. He just calling out people on the internet who are, you know, they want to ruin their reputation and take their business down for clicks and views and to seem right.
I love how the guy calls us stupid. And then, like he said, take down his whole argument, because you basically said we're stupid and we're violent, we're all of these different things. But then you, in the same breath, talk about how violent your people are. We put y'all in them swamps. We do this. We kill that. Like, it's just, so you just tore down your whole argument. You just told your audience that y'all are really the violent ones.
Yeah. You gotta be careful with people like that who run with the whole you're violent, you're this, you're dumb, and all of this, because they will try to push you to a limit to extract that violence out of you so they could be like, see, this is what I'm talking about.
Hey, Lord ADS.
What's
hey,
up, Lord
Chanel
ADS?
Reality. Hey, Chris Lucius. McKinson, right? McKinson Marketing. How you doing, brother?
Hold on. I feel like we've been saying his name wrong. McKinnon, can you tell us how to pronounce your name?
McKinnon.
Okay, McKinnon. Okay.
McKinnon, you okay?
So I got the
You
name
seem
right.
like you're in a bad mood now. You okay?
I have difficulty watching stuff like this. This is not something where I think, oh, let's debate him or let's make him look like an idiot. There's not a lot of things I can say that would be safe for your channel. Just, if you didn't show up for work one day, it's like, oh, that sucks.
Oh.
Okay.
Go ahead, ADS. What were you about to say?
So can I get my dub for getting the first name right? Because y'all said I got it wrong and I got it right.
I didn't say that.
Yeah,
That was Chris saying that she didn't think we were pronouncing it right. That wasn't me.
Oh, you're right. Lord ADS, all hail to you.
Thank you for my dub. Graciously. Thank you. So I just got up here. What's going on?
We're talking about Nolan Wells and idiots on the internet. This particular idiot is racist and thinks it's cute to say things like how to how does a grown man not know how to swim? You know, and he obviously was in the water where they found him. He's
Obviously not the guy on screen.
Yeah, not him. A white supremacist guy basically was saying that. So he's just talking about the stupidity of this idiot. That's what we were watching a video about, the idiot. But their topic tonight is about Nolan Wells and racism in America and all that kind of stuff.
Okay,
but more or less about Nolan.
Yeah. I mean, I was saying from the beginning, the first 48 hours are the most important time in any case, right? Because that's evidence degrading, all that good stuff. When they didn't even run toxinologists against the boys who were on the boat who didn't know what Nolan was missing for 2 days, that told me all I needed to know. This wasn't going nowhere no time soon. You know, his mom gets a call, you know what I'm saying? She finds her son's cell phone in a truck. You know, that they got this weird explanation for it, right? Stuff like that. You know, then the pictures on the boat. The more of this I see, the more in the back of my head I think, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, 6 weeks in, I mean, the only thing they're really waiting for right now is to wait for us to all kind of jump off this and just scream Browning again, right? So that's all they're waiting to really do.
Yep. But we know we're effective because these people have a whole attorneys. I don't even know why they need attorneys. You ain't do anything wrong. That being said, I definitely think you should have an attorney speak for you. But if you didn't do nothing wrong, you don't even need to say anything. And if the police aren't bringing y'all down to the station. So what do you need your attorney for? They haven't accused y'all. They haven't publicly said y'all did anything wrong. They haven't said y'all a person of interest. They haven't said you're a suspect. So again, why are you so lawyered up immediately? Plus, how do you, okay, you say you left your friend on an island without his phone because I guess he didn't want to get in the water with his phone. But they've lied about so much. Like his attorney, one of the young man's attorneys was like, oh, well, they have to, you know, like we're idiots, but they had to leave the boat was like 100 feet away from shore. And then it's like, we have the pictures that y'all showed, that y'all gave to TMZ. Like they some sort of news authority, but y'all, we have the pictures that y'all showed of your boat. Your boat was not 50 or 100 feet away. The people that were next to your boat were not even shoulder deep. They were arm deep. So that means you didn't have to jump off a boat and swim 100 feet. Like, it was just so stupid to me. It was just like, so that's number one lie. Then you calling his mom talking about, have you talked to Nolan when you have his phone? Then you don't, when you call her, why not just say, have you talked to him because we have his phone? You don't say that. You don't even tell her you have the phone. And then the way she finds the phone is through Find My iPhone or whatever the case may be. And she drives to your house and then y'all take 15 minutes to find the phone. It's really it's not adding up. So again, why are y'all sending out your attorney to tell the whole internet y'all gonna get sued? You gonna threaten us? We have something called freedom of speech, or did you forget that? We can sit on the internet and say we don't think this was an accident, regardless of who likes it. So I don't know where they think they're going with that, but all it does, the more they open their mouths, the more guilty they look, in my opinion. Anyway, let's get back to it.
But you have the exact same talking points. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting how you have adopted the talking points of all the people that want a full and thorough investigation and are distrustful of the denials coming from the accused? Stupid? Was that the word? It was stupid? Well, that was the word that he said? I think the word that he said was stupid. I got some more stupid for you.
Are you crazy? are just plain stupid.
Noah Wells' grieving mother should not be subjected to reported attacks while seeking answers about her son's death. As the Wells family continues to demand transparency in the ongoing investigation, no one should weaponize online reviews against his mother's professional reputation. Grieving mother Christine Wansley, a nurse practitioner, targeted by wave of negative reviews after the mysterious death of her son, Nolan Wells. And here you see screenshots of people that apparently felt free to put their name to it. Now, help me out with something, racist MAGA. Help me out with something. Was Nolan Wells accused of anything? Was he accused of any kind of crime? No, he was not. He was not. Was his mother? Is his mother accused of any kind of? No, she is not. No, she is not. Okay. So what we have in Nolan Wells is a victim, right? Whether he's a victim of violence or a victim of circumstance, as you guys would assert, he is in fact a victim, not accused of doing anything. You have his mother, who's looking for transparency, also not accused of doing anything. And your grounds for this, I would love to see Black MAGA. Black MAGA, please explain to me the grounds for this.
So, what do you guys think of those people who creative? I always forget how to move the thing out of the way. Do I have to remove it?
There you go.
What do you guys think of the people who are attacking the mother who's grieving the death of her child, who, by the way, turns 19 on Wednesday? She got to celebrate her son's 19th birthday. He didn't even make it to 19 because he died six weeks before his birthday. Anyway, that's another story for another day. What do you guys think of the people who are attacking her and her family? Because she's basically saying, I want answers for what happened to my son.
If they didn't show up at work on Monday, that'd be really, 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 really
I'm
unfortunate.
kidding. A mess.
The shit is the true definition of the D word, diabolical.
Yeah, diabolical.
Yeah. It's the true definition of it. And you know the worst part about it is they just get away with it.
Yep.
They just get away with it. Nothing happens to them. They come back the next time they do it again. They just keep doing it. You got this little online race war thing going. It's kind of weird as hell, right? So it's just like, it's weird as hell to me the way this all kind of functions on the internet with these people, right? Because anybody can hide behind an avatar. Anyway, this mental instability, crazy, insane, bipolar disorder, you know what I'm saying? What they call it, split, you know what I'm saying? Person, not all that good stuff, you know, right? Hide behind avatars and be on these panels and in these chats like all the time. So when you listen to these people, and a lot of them have mental illnesses, you know, right, of some sort. So it's just diabolical to me, though, what they can get away with.
And they confident that they're gonna get away with it too. But to their point, in their thought process of why they would be confident, you got the police department in their city saying within an hour of finding this young man's body that this was an accident and he accidentally drowned with absolutely zero investigation, right? You have them not ever being, seemingly to our knowledge, brought down to the police station and investigated, interrogated, whatever. You have the governor coming out and saying, I don't really know anything, but basically they ain't done nothing wrong. Nothing to see here. Not once, but twice. And the governor is basically like the president of that state. So that would be the equivalent, in my opinion, of the president coming out and saying, nothing here, nothing to see. Why would they think that they couldn't get away with it? If that is the type of protection you have.
They do not, but stalled.
Your mama, you got the daddy is or the daddies or whoever are very prominent well-to-do, wealthy people. And I don't see why they would think anything other than, but they making
Not even that. This is the thing that no one's talking about. Not even that. They don't even have approximate time of death. So the time they found Nolan that night, that boat was over at some house. I forgot, some judge's house or whatever. Some house like that, right? That was the initial story. People said it was rumors and it was wrong, but I think it actually has some truth to it. You know what I'm saying? And then the next day, Nolan's body pops up right there in the same kind of venue where it left it, right? Like somebody, you know what I'm saying, released it back out that way, which would probably explain the thing on the back of his neck, right? So it's crazy to me that it's so many details being left out of this because they don't want us to know that stuff because they know knowing these details in this situation kind of, no saying, puts them online kind of nationwide, right? Because I really think it's going to be, they just didn't have too much, they didn't have enough time to cover this up all the way up at this point. To the point where the boys are now, Nolan's friends, quote unquote friends, are making money off this boy stuff. That's how well they covered this up now.
Yep. They are here.
Done interviews. They done interviews with Officer Tatum. He didn't got
former officer, but go ahead.
Yeah, I can almost bet he ain't make no less than $100,000 an interview because of the names they know, right? See, people don't know how well connected these people really are. They're insanely well connected in Mississippi. So I just think, you know, saying what we see here is them just holding out till it's all said and done. And then they're gonna put out, they're gonna finesse it, but it's gonna probably equate to drowning. Watch.
Oh yeah. The thing is,
yeah, but you know.
The thing is too, it's like I agree with you, Lord ADS. They're definitely going to say he drowned. They're trying to do the okie doke, like we don't understand how grand juries work. But a grand jury basically is a symbol to determine if an investigation should go forward and or if there should be charges brought.
Right.
So they're going to say, this is my guess, that no investigation needs to go forward and no charges need to be brought.
Drowning. Watch what I tell you. It's going to be a finesse version of it. Because if the police would have been doing their jobs initially, ain't no place in America where teenagers can drink.
Let's talk about it. And nobody's arrested for buying alcohol for teenagers?
Yes, they are.
No, not in this case. Nobody was arrested.
I need toxicology report.
Hold on, ADS. Nobody in this case, Creative, has been arrested for buying alcohol for underage people. Not one. So how is that possible that y'all don't have nobody in custody when that's illegal?
No, not even that. Not even that, Chanel. They haven't even had any type of toxicology test on the boys who are on the boat.
That's my point. They don't.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Not a one. You know what I'm saying? They said. Officer Tatum said all of them took the polygraph. We found out one of them took a stress test, and it was the girl.
None of them took a polygraph. We're gonna get into that because Nancy Grace called his ass out. Like none of them took a polygraph test. Not one.
Exactly.
And it's like, but he I guess he was hoping that Nancy Grace was stupid too. But my thing is, I'm not a fan of Nancy Grace, but she is wearing their ass out, and I love it. I'm here for every second of it because this is
where we need our white allies in these situations because right now that's the only type of thing that has any value. It seems like it's kind of the white thing, right? So it's, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to this type of stuff, at least for real. So it'll be something to watch and see. You know what I'm saying? Not from it is going to be kind of from a lens, right? Because before Nancy Grace got on here, the only thing they were doing was ganging up on Benjamin Crump. You know, that's all they were doing.
And they still trying it. But they can't try it with Nancy because Nancy has the same credibility as Benjamin Crump. The thing with Nancy is she's a white lady. The second thing with Nancy is she can tout that she never lost a case. She has 100% conviction rate. So it's a lot of things you can say about her, but you can't play on her top. You're not gonna tap dance on her intelligence. It's not gonna happen. And the thing is, the reason that I believe Nancy Grace is so invested in this is because it hit a part of her soul where it's like, I have two 18-year-olds. This could be them. You know what I'm saying? And so she likes something. And I think the other thing is, if it don't add up, there's a lie somewhere. And Nancy is like, I can smell a lie somewhere. There's a lie going on here. And so
Nancy Grace has a 100, like a crazy high percentage like conviction rate.
Mm-hmm.
You know, most of that's through plea deals, of course, but it also means the cases she did take, she ain't lose. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that means too, right? I mean, you know what I'm saying? You say the plea deals matter, but it matters more that you win the cases that you have to win. I've always thought that to be more important. So it's one of those things, right, where she's a really good prosecutor.
Mm-hmm. But she's not even doing that no more. Mr. Blaxican.
I mean, that's what the question is. So
hit the link. We'll let you come up here and talk for a little bit uncammed up so you don't have to keep typing paragraphs in the chat.
They're not going to hit the link.
Huh?
I was going to say they're not going to hit the link.
Oh, okay.
Did you see the interview? Did you see the interview that she had earlier today with the lawyers? Great interview.
Oh, Nancy Grace? Yeah. That's what I said. We're gonna play it in a second. I told you, come hit the link, Mr. Black Lexicon.
What was y'all doing earlier with y'all titties out?
Oh my God, here you go.
Chanel, you a whole married woman with your titties out. What was you doing?
I did not have my titties out, sir.
I saw your aurora.
No.
Your aurora.
First of all, you don't even know how to say it right. It's areola, and I didn't have it out. I have on a shirt. I have on a shirt. Relax. I said I have on a shirt. Relax.
Simon, you got a camera.
Oh no! We were moving Simon.
Simon, you got a camera.
Simon, you know it's gonna get lusty.
I don't even want him on. I don't want him up here tonight.
It's gonna get lusty. Yeah, it was fun till now. There you
go.
He
got a cam up. Simon, cam up.
No, he's not coming up here, creative.
Let Simon up.
No,
Simon deserves a voice too.
No. I'm not about to have him come up here. No, let me tell you something. I was on another person's panel last week, and I said that I was sexually assaulted, and Simon started laughing hysterically. So no, he can't.
No, maybe Simon didn't know what that.
I don't give a shit about maybe why anything. You don't start laughing hysterically when someone says they've been sexually assaulted. Why are you undo your face? Why are you looking like that?
Who talks about that hard shit on the panel anyway?
We were talking about things like that. So
that's crazy.
No, it's not crazy. It needs to be talked about. 1 in 4 women will be sexually assaulted in their life.
Oh my gosh, now you bring down the vibe.
Guys, 1 in 4 women will be sexually assaulted in their lifetime. That's crazy. Not the fact that we talking about it on a panel. What's crazy is that 1 in 4 will be sexually assaulted in her lifetime. That's crazy. That's what you should be saying is crazy. Not that we're having a discussion about it. And you shouldn't be defending that dumb fuck shit anyway.
No. TMI.
You in this situation should just let it go.
For the psychologist, TMI.
You should just let it go. It's not TMI.
I don't want to know that.
The next time you go to Walmart, the next time you go to Chick-fil-A, count 1, 2, 3, 4. At least one of those women have been sexually assaulted.
Golly, now that just man, I don't know if that just ruins everything.
How does my trauma ruin your life?
Because you put it on me.
I didn't put it on you. I gave you perspective, and you.
Now I'm gonna look at women. 1 in 4 women have been traumatized.
Yeah, that's what yeah.
Yes.
Who traumatized you? I can't let it go.
Yeah, he gotta go too.
No, come on.
He gotta go too. I can't do it. Anyway, What were we saying?
So now you can get everybody off the panel tonight.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Everybody can get it. Mm-hmm. Because why are you even doing that?
Did he calm down? He calmed
like
down.
be an adult. Can you be an adult?
I feel traumatized by all this.
You feel traumatized.
Now I feel traumatized.
So help me understand. How do you think I feel as a person with the actual trauma?
Every 1 in 4 women have been assaulted.
I didn't say that. I said will be in her lifetime.
No. Are you done?
I was going to ask y'all the same thing, but y'all finished. Now, what was y'all talking about again? Now, we was talking about something else. Nolan's case, right? We was back on that case. So let's get back to that. Because believe it or not.
Don't try to move me along on my panel.
Something else.
Don't try to move me along on my panel. So I don't know this the real Black Sky. I don't know. I guess he wants us to. So he says OJ Simpson case. The jury was composed of 9 Black jurors, 2 white jurors, and 1 Hispanic juror. So what's your point?
They're trying to say he did it and he got off.
Chanel, you was looking good earlier.
We all know he did it. So I don't know what's your point.
You was looking good earlier, Chanel. I wanted to say that.
So that's what this is. You want to go back to what we were
doing? You look good earlier. Oh yeah.
I look good now.
What's she up to?
What are we talking about?
What's she up to? You go over and see her.
Let me clarify why we were dressed a little risque.
I know the meat ratio was 6 to 3 with 3
Lord
people
ADS.
watching the show.
Yeah.
The meat ratio was 6 to 3. I was like, well, damn. That's a lot of niggas up on that panel. Then I looked again. It's like, well, oh shit. Chanel, ooh, are we all us out like that? Oh my goodness.
The real Blaxicon, you can hit the link.
He wants to know if I've ever served on a jury. No, I've never served on a jury.
I have never seen the real Blaxicon hit the panel. Like
I would love to serve on a jury. What's your why you want to know if I served on a jury?
You never done jury duty?
Mm-mm. I've been I go to jury duty, but I've never been chosen.
I've been there several times. Now I just go there and because you get the full day off from work, right?
Mm-hmm.
So nowadays when I go there, I hope I'm like one of the ones they just send home early.
Right?
I'll be like,
we all are hoping that Lord ADS, every single one of us are hoping that they send us home early. We be like, please send me home. But I would like to be
off. Yeah.
I would like to be on a jury. I wouldn't mind being on a murder case jury. The problem is if they force us to look at like the dead body or something like that, I wouldn't be able to handle that. I would be like, my nervous system can't take it. So then they would probably have to swap me out for what do they have them? What do they have those people that are waiting if you default or something like that? What are those people called? Marketing McKinnon. What are they
Sorry,
called?
say again.
What are the people called? If I'm on the jury, but then they find out I know, the judge is my cousin or something, or
conflict of interest.
Yeah, but it's called they swap them out, but there's a term for it.
They can disqualify a juror. I've seen them do that before because they knew somebody.
It's kind of like your replacement juror, but
alternate jurors.
Alternate
jurors.
Put the alternate in. That's what I was trying to say. Thank you. I knew you would get it, Mr. Okay, so he wants to know, do you think the 12 jury did not take their jury duty seriously, and that's why they decided on not guilty? Or did the facts of the case support not guilty? I think the reason that they couldn't convict him is because Johnny Gill. There's a few reasons. Johnny Gill, Lord Jesus, Johnny Taylor. Is it Johnny Taylor? what is the black man? The oh God, I can't remember his name. Is it
Johnny Taylor? Johnny Taylor's the blues
It's not
singer.
Johnny Taylor. It's the Johnny Cochran.
Johnny Cochran.
Johnny Cochran.
Johnny Cochran, when he stood up there and he had that glove on that didn't fit, and he said, "If it don't fit, you must have quit." I think that's probably a big reason, and I think the second biggest reason is the white police officer who said he never used the word nigger, and then they had him on tape saying nigger.
They made it about him to implicit bias into the case, which was a genius move by Johnny Cochran. And then just on the simplest thing, if the glove don't fit, you must have quit.
That's what I just said.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Are you on camera?
Yeah.
Sure, bro.
This is not a bra. This is a shirt. See, and you got freaky niggas. Anyway, what was I about to say?
No more pizza.
Huh? What?
I'm not even talking to you. Can you try to give me some pizza?
Well, I'm trying to think. You were just talking to me, and now I'm not supposed to know you talking to me.
Like what?
Because you were just talking to me. How am I supposed to know you're not still talking to me?
We're waiting for Chanel.
Creative, can I have my argument first?
God.
Oh my God.
I'm glad y'all able to sort things out. Is that your kid, Chanel? You got kids?
No, I don't.
That's a whole teenager. What do you mean?
This is my sister. She's my sister.
Oh, that's your little sister. That's your little sister.
Yeah, that's my sister. I know what's her sister. I'm just saying with Chanel.
How's your little sister?
36.
Ooh, shit! Really?
The same age as me.
Bring her out. Bring her out.
No.
Bring her out.
No.
Why
not? What he say? Courtroom conjecture. What does that mean? Anyway, back to Nolan Wells. Let's get back to what we were talking about. Let me go back to sharing my screen.
And let's go.
I would love to see it. I would love to see it. This must be the family values y'all be talking about. This must be the family values that y'all be talking about, huh? With Erica Kirk? Oh, okay. I got you. Okay. When is she sharing?
Hold on. Creative. Can you put the fair use up? I forgot to put it up.
All that donation money from TPUSA with Christine Wansley.
Was she tap dancing and cowboy?
When does she get to take over the organization? When does that happen? When she going to the State of the Union? When we doing that? Huh? When do the flags fly at half staff? When we doing that? Huh? When we having the statues in the National Day of Mourning? When we doing that? Since y'all want to compare, right? Since y'all want to compare, you know, it's crazy because I completely missed her coming out to the fireworks. I completely missed her coming out to the fireworks and the pyrotechnics. I didn't see that. I didn't see that at all. But you know what? If y'all could point me to that, I would love to. You know what I mean? I would love to figure that out. You guys' own behavior is indicting of the exact thing that your life's purpose is to prove to us doesn't exist. Stupid, was that the word? I believe stupid was the word that was put forth. It's so fascinating because there's so many other allies that actually can see this for what it is, and y'all sound just like them. It's crazy. Y'all got the exact same talking points.
Nolan, well, what in the actual is going on down in Mississippi? So listen, if you got a little time, let me walk you through this. This wild. I try to stay out of it until you get all the details, but since they're circling the wagons and refusing to help authorities, I'm going to tell you what I think is going on. This picture right here, you will see Nolan and 4 of his friends that went on a boat party on July 4th. Only 4 of them returned without Nolan. His cell phone back to his mother, claiming they haven't seen him since 3 p.m. These people right here remember seeing them partying and throwing beer cans and causing a ruckus and starting fights all the way up until 7:30 p.m. You want me to believe a friend of yours that you've known for years goes missing in Mississippi for hours and hours and hours, and you not only don't look for him, but then you go home without him, without calling the cops, and you just bring his phone back to its mom?
One more time for those in the back.
And then there's this video right here. Did you hear it? There is clearly an argument going on shore where they clearly say, "You motherfucker, you're not getting on the boat." Even though they didn't have time to call the police or start an investigation right away, they had plenty of time to deactivate all their social media. Not to mention, these little parents are judges, doctors, and other high-ranking members of the community. Let me see if I can play out what exactly happened here. Noah goes out on a boat with 4 of his friends. There is some sort of argument on shore. If a fight ensued, took him back out on the boat. I allegedly believe they did something to him. Then came back to the same spot they were in, partied all the way past 7:30 p.m. Have witnesses saying you were there, remember. Then brought his belongings back to his mom. Look, I hope I'm wrong here, but things aren't adding up. None of it makes sense. None of it adds up to something benign happened. We all need to be saying his name, even if they didn't. Each and every one of them for abandoning their friend, not even searching for him so that they could drink and party the rest of July 4th away. Be careful who you choose for friends. I promise you, the only way a snake can bite you is if it's right next to you.
What do y'all think about the allies, the white people, and not only white people, but people that are not people of color, so to speak, who say, you know what, we're going to call this thing a thing. What do y'all think about those people?
That
Not enough.
There are a few like out there that are legit, right? Like say, okay, this is just justice. We believe in the American law, right? The American way. You know what I'm saying? These people are American and they're not being treated American, right? They're being treated unworthy of the law. But we got to be careful of opportunists too. I think that a lot of us, especially in the Black community, we're so like, how do you say it? We're so thirsty for, like, you know what I'm saying?
We're willing to forgive, give people a chance, willing to hear
Facts.
people out,
Facts.
and we're not thinking about what they have.
What's in our best interest? Yeah,
What's
yeah,
their
yeah,
incentive? Yeah.
Yeah. So you know, what I'm saying for the ones that are with us, like the ones that Kyle Rittenhart was, you know what I'm saying, deleted. Those are legitimate allies. You know what I'm saying? Versus, you know, you gotta be careful of the opportunists out here. You really do.
Okay.
Rest in peace, Nolan.
Well, I'm certainly glad he said it. I'm certainly glad he said it, because something didn't look right to me. Something didn't look, you know what I mean? I've not been in that situation. But if you give me a range of behaviors after the fact, that will probably be last. That will probably be my last choice for how to behave after the fact if I didn't do anything.
I beg your finest pardon, but I know if my friend went missing, I wouldn't be out partying a few hours later. Hell, if it was just somebody that I remotely cared about and didn't wish harm upon, I'd be trying to find them. And I sure as hell know that I wouldn't leave an actual island without them. And I know that I wouldn't be like deleting all my social media and having like my parents.
Let's start there. What do you guys think about the parents and all of the people that were involved immediately deleting all of their social media?
Guilty.
I mean, it's this type of behavior, and this is the crazy thing. It's like you went and got lawyered up, and nobody's accused you of anything in terms of the law enforcement. They haven't accused you of anything. They haven't held you. They haven't investigated you. They haven't gotten your what is it? They haven't interrogated you. They haven't done any of those things yet. The same night after you leave your friend on an island alone, or without you guys, y'all left him there, whatever you want to call it, however you want to phrase it. Y'all delete all your social media. That sounds very targeted to me, and it also doesn't sound like something an 18-year-old would think to do. It's like the 18-year-olds didn't think that they should probably throw his phone in the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that.
You don't bring that.
1,000%.
Yeah, it looks very suspicious. And
It
also,
does.
It
And
also
then they
looks
wanna-
like
they wanna act like we're wrong for thinking it looks suspicious. That's the
No,
gaslighting.
we're not wrong.
I
But
think
like,
it all.
I was gonna say, it seems like they was planning or they was thinking about what to do. It seems like they didn't know what to do. So their plan is defense. That's what it seems like. They playing defense.
They not even. I'm just like, who taught y'all how to play? Because to me, them deleting their social media is not something indicative of an 18-year-old ever wanting to do. So to me, that sounds like somebody had to have told you. And I'm talking about that judge. Somebody had to have told you need to delete all of it. Y'all ever heard of any 18-year-olds deleting their whole social media out of nowhere?
Not scrubbing it like that. No.
No.
Not ever. They would be in their room crying, throwing shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you erased it. Like,
that
what?
sort of has a very professional feel to it. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody who
That's
knew
what I'm saying.
something
Yeah.
about law was actually assisting with some of that, right?
I don't understand it. And it's like, and then didn't the parents also delete their social media? That's not, and y'all sitting up here thinking that we supposed to be like, this is the thing that irritates me. How that man used the word "we stupid" and all that. That's stupid to delete all of your social media and think that we're not gonna think anything about it. That's crazy. You don't think I'm like, when y'all had this meeting, nobody said this sounds stupid as fuck. That we all gonna do it all on the same day. Like, that's crazy to me. That's suspicious as fuck. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. And so, as their attorney, I would be like, why the hell would y'all do that?
Mm-hmm.
And this is what really is irritating me too. Is I don't know, have y'all noticed that mainstream news, mainstream media is on hush. They don't have shit to say.
Right.
And the ones that
Right.
are saying something, they are like softballing this shit to. I'm like,
And that's
how are
exactly
you not asking the serious fucking questions of like, why would you delete all of your social media the day after your friend goes missing?
and that's what I mean by allies, right? Because the media, you know what I'm saying, whenever they need us to go do something, that they always stroke us up, right? They always, you know what I'm saying, make these things, these heightened issues a thing in the media. They report them and follow them and all that good stuff. But in this case, they took a second route because I'm thinking that the people who got the money or are in charge of stuff, they'll say somewhere towards the middle, right? Or direct them away from this story. You know, they don't want no part of this story, right? Because it's election time. If this would have been like June or July of next year, this would have been a big story in the media, right? But right now, post-election, I think there are people working behind the scenes to kind of keep all this stuff like out the way, right?
Probably. I really don't think this one's going away. I don't. I think
Damn
this
well
one's
better
gonna
not.
Be,
So damn well better not.
I think this is one of those ones where You can't really ignore it. Like we ignore all kinds of shit, right? There's all kinds of people that lose their lives every single day. Senseless gun violence, all kinds of different things, right? Suicide or unaliving themselves, all kinds of reasons that people, die in unfortunate, savage ways. And it doesn't make national news, right? But where this happened and how it happened and the circumstances around it, and I think it wouldn't even been that big of a deal if they didn't do so much of the collusion that it appears to be. You know what I'm saying? It feels like y'all are colluding.
If it wasn't so much of a cover up, I don't think people would have as many questions.
That's my point. Like right now, that's what I was saying with the attorneys. Thou protest too much. The fact that y'all have started a non-GoFundMe account, one that doesn't have the same type of rules and regulations.
It says that there's friends on the account, which is really
right. And then they're
nasty
doing
work.
it in his name. Now, the biggest thing that I didn't understand, so the daddy of one of the kids was like, I'm putting up $50,000.
Warren.
He said, I'm putting up $50,000. You know what that sounds like to me? That sounds like the boyfriend, the husband, the ex-husband, the ex-boyfriend that's gonna help the search party look for their dead wife.
Yes. No. It sounds like to me.
What are you okay?
He wanted to know who was gonna go snitch. That's what it sounded like to me. Like,
and he got $50,000 for that snitch. Okay, I got it.
Yeah. And who was gonna go? And when you call, they're gonna be like, "Oh, Randy Morris, right? You're in the third chapter." They're gonna name out your whole address, your people, what they look like to your mama, say hi, all that good shit. It's scare tactics. You know what I'm saying?
Scare tactics. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry you saw that, but we're still measuring evidence. Then, worst case scenario is they drill them. Have you had anything to drink? You know what I'm saying? Have you did this? Have you did that? Right? Kind of. You know what I'm saying?
And then once that person does come out, to your point, and then what they're gonna do is they're gonna take that person, silence them for whatever reason with their 50 grand, and then run a smear campaign on that person immediately after. They're gonna show all of their naked photos, they OnlyFans, they smoked weed that one time, discrediting them. So that when it does come out that they say, well, they tried to bribe me or, whatever the case may be.
I think it might be years from now before we find out what really happened. Because at the end of the day, they'd already paid them people. Like, the people who saw, either they in the circle or they've been, they already got, they've been paid like a substantial amount over time, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because you talk about people who got real money. This is Mississippi's, like, money people, right? This is Mississippi finances. You know what I'm saying? Like big wigs, people with real money.
Mm-hmm.
So, they could pay off a couple of people if they needed to out that way. You know what I'm saying? Mississippi, 100 grand is still a lot of money.
But I find it interesting, though, that they say thousands of people were out there. I don't know if it was thousands of people, if it was several hundred people. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But how nobody know nothing. But they keep saying, if y'all notice, they keep saying, well, there were two witnesses that are, very credible witnesses, which to me says what you're talking about as an adult, right? Because children don't really have credibility like that yet at 18, 19. Your credibility really ain't there yet. And it also says to me, these people must be important with important jobs somewhere or names to protect. But this is the thing.
I mean, it's all the way up the top.
If you're saying, but this is the question that I wish Nancy Grace would ask. Shout out to Nancy if you're watching Chanel's Reality. Hey, girl, hey. No, what I wish she would ask is, so if you keep saying that y'all have these witnesses that say they saw Nolan Wells on the island at 7:00 p.m. long after those young men, because I hate they keep calling them boys because they're not boys. That's another tactic that the media.
Yeah, to try to make it as minuscule, like these are just boys.
Yeah, still underage drinking should be a thing.
Kids. No, they're adults. Sorry.
Underage drinking is under 21, but they didn't even take a talk for that. You know what they're not asking?
Hold on, let me just say my question. I wish that she would say to the attorneys, Well, if you're saying that you have these witnesses and you're saying that your clients are being attacked within an inch of their life and they're being threatened and their lives are being threatened, why don't you let these witnesses come forth and say, no, I'm standing on my square. I saw him. Here's a picture of us at sunset. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand why nobody's asking that question. If you got these witnesses that could exonerate you and your clients are being roasted, which they are, but your clients are being roasted and falsely accused. Don't you know? If I was being falsely accused and someone could exonerate me, I'm like, call them right now. Isn't that what the police do? The moment that you're in that interrogation room and you say I have an alibi, they'll listen to you. They still gonna try to get you to confess. But if you say you have an alibi, we all seen the first 48. What they gonna go do? Let me go check out the alibi. Or they gonna text their other partner. Hey, they say they have an alibi. Get the girlfriend on the phone. Get the whoever on the phone. Wherever they. So I don't understand why the police won't say we have witnesses that prove that they weren't there. They have proof. Why not? And I'm gonna let you go, ADS, but I have this question too. Why are there leaks to this young man's autopsy from the first autopsy that are saying that this young man drowned? There are leaks of that. Why does the grand jury get to know what happened to this lady's son before she does? That just don't seem right to me.
This is what that kind of strikes me out, right, about this whole thing. No one's even asking, were there any places on the island out of plain view sight, like a cave or something underneath a reef, or an area that's just like really secluded on the beach, right? Within that vicinity in which Nolan's body popped up. Because every one of those little islands, I was at about Jekyll Island and all that stuff. I was stationed down in St. Kings Bay, right?
Mm-hmm.
All those little islands all have those little secluded caves and spots on them that you don't see a lot of people on, right? Like you don't see a lot of people walk out that way, for whatever reason, right? But like a little cave, little something out there in the middle of nowhere, there's plenty of spots like that. Were there any of those near Nolan's death? And has anybody investigated those areas? No one's even talking about that. That's how I know this is fixed. The fix is in.
I'm confused about this statement. He says, example, put it back up there, creator. Example, if a 2-year-old pow their 5-year-old sibling and had enough awareness to wipe their fingerprints off the weapon and put it back, who would get blamed for doing it? Perhaps the parents. I don't understand. Is this a question or a statement?
There was no minors involved. They were 18. They're legal adults.
Right. So why are you asking that question? I'm confused. He says those people are trying to protect the belief in innocence of youth, not color. Okay. You could protect your belief all you want. Somebody's child is dead.
See, this is why I'm not saying a whole lot, because I'm done. I don't believe in our country. I don't believe in our laws. I don't believe in all this other shit. All these institutions, fucking Cash. When they announce, oh, the FBI is getting involved, I'm like, oh, good. Cash Patel's FBI. Great, we're safe.
Exactly.
I'm done playing cookie collector with this whole. No, we have to approach this with decorum, and we have to understand the rule of law. Fuck you. Fuck everything about this shit. I'm done with these news articles, all this, hemming and hawing about everything. I'm done. This is going to get drug out. This is going to get buried. They're going to do everything they can. They'll invest however much fucking money they have to. This is why I'm saying, like, there's no version where I'm like, well, this is what the courts should be doing. Fuck the courts. Everything else that should be happening should be outside the court.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, I just wanted to tell everybody, we will be switching to Chanel's reality. Just stay where you are, and you will be redirected.
I thought they were already on Chanel's reality. No.
I'm
Oh.
like,
Oh, you're just ending yours. Okay, I got it.
okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I think it's unfortunate, and it's the crazy part is when brown people make an argument, we get angry, we get organized and things like that. We're made to feel like all we're trying to do is just roll out racism all the time. That happened so long ago, and this, that, and the third, and you guys are just wanting to complain, and it's just so frustrating. It's like, why do I have to shut up and just take it? It's like when they say when a black man gets unalived by a police officer, they're like, just if he would have just complied, if he would have just done this, if he would have just done that. Apply that to this case, because that's really what they telling the mom to do, the parents to do, the siblings to do, because she has children, other children. They basically telling them, just shut up, stop talking about it, be quiet. Don't y'all know that how many black people kill other black people in the hood and blah blah blah? We're not talking about that. This
Yeah,
isn't
that's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
It doesn't have
Because
anything to do with that.
my solution doesn't require words. I don't got to say a damn thing.
That you did say something that stood out to me though, McKinnon. Remember Patel's DOJ, right? Trump has still got civil rights like cases barred.
Hold on
in
one second,
different groups,
ADS.
right?
Hold on one second, ADS. You have to go click my link. Let me put my link in the chat. Is what she's saying. You're not gonna be able to. It's not gonna send you over and still be under creative.
They already switched. It redirected them to you.
So somebody just said it didn't switch me over.
I think he's just saying nothing happened from their end. Like,
Oh, nothing happened. Oh, okay, I'll paste it, Chanel, on my channel.
Oh, okay. I think he said I'm on your page. Okay. So he's here. Thanks. Hit that like button, guys. We are trying to get my watch hours up. And hit the subscribe button too if you haven't subscribed. Go ahead, ADS.
No. Right now, civil rights cases are for individuals are still barred through this DOJ, right? Through executive order. So this is a big reason why you see people acting up like this, because they think they can get away with it. Nobody's going to really look into
Hold on,
it.
wait, what? What's barred?
Civil rights cases for individuals versus groups, right? Like if you have a group civil rights case, you can still present it to the docket, right? And the DOJ has to investigate. But if you have an individual civil rights case, right now they're barred. So basically, everything has to be done in state.
Why? Why would you bar that?
It's a crazy belief that the states can do better than the federal government without acknowledging the fact there's a reason there's a federal government, because the states aren't doing very good.
I can't take it.
Because they don't want to give resources to things they don't believe in. That's literally it.
No, I know that's why. But I was just wondering if maybe they came up with some.
But it's because they think they can protect their kids, right? That's what it really comes down to. You know what I'm saying? And what happens is eventually this bleeds over into like a third world country type America. Right now, we already dropped our credit score. We don't have A+ credit no more. We have A- credit now worldwide.
The only thing we're good at is our military is second to none. But other than that, we way down on the list in so many categories.
We sound just like Venezuela. Then it's something we got as a military.
You just gonna make
we'll stick our military on you. That's not going to solve everything. That you can't bully everyone, right? So it's part of a process.
No, I'm saying that you look like you have pizza in front of you.
Ooh, that is so shady.
Is that your sister again? Hey, Bring it to the camera. Bring her over here.
No, leave her alone. Damn.
Come on, Chanel. Bring
No.
her over.
And let me say this. The reason we were dressed like this, ADS, is not because we were just whatever. It's because Chocolate wanted us, she asked us to dress up and be cute and all that. So that's why we
I don't care. You still did it. So what?
You asked the question.
I don't care why you did it. I thought it was what was good thirst trapping. Thought it was really great thirst trapping.
We were not thirst trapping.
Up here thirst trapping.
We were not thirst trapping.
You literally had 6 niggas up here and 3 women and 3 people watching in the chat.
What?
That's thirst trapping like a motherfucker.
Nobody's thirst trapping.
That's the pure definition of it.
First of all, I don't need to thirst trap. I have a man. I have a husband that I've been with for 25 years. There's no reason for me to thirst trap.
I know. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I don't need to thirst trap. I'm good. Creative has a man too, apparently. So he don't need to thirst trap either.
I mean,
Creative, you were supposed to be sending me a picture of what he looked like.
Let me do that. Yeah.
Now, Creative, earlier today, that young man seemed to have a little mix with you.
What young man?
That dude on the panel down here at the bottom, you and him had a little connection there for a minute.
Oh, Mr. McKinnon?
No, Mr. married.
Another dude down here.
Oh, you're talking about the guy with the shades?
Yeah.
I saw that. I
little
saw
bit
that.
of connection.
You know why? Because Creative was over there like.
Yeah, she's enjoying herself over there.
I was laughing at him, y'all, about his app. What the hell?
Creative, ain't nothing wrong with that. You might make yourself a nice young man, nice person. Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
I was laughing at him.
Creative.
No, you weren't. You was laughing with him. Y'all was enjoying yourself. You already know.
Mr. McKinnon was there. I was laughing at him because his app didn't make no
sense. We're just telling you that there was a connection. Deal with it.
There was a connection.
Jesus. Mr. ADS was in the chat and he could see that. Damn.
Like, look at them. Look at them. Although just saying all cute and such, saying making themselves getting their little couple thing up, saying a little conversation, right?
Not you trying to be Cupid.
Not me. I don't know. I ain't got no arrow, baby. I ain't got not one fucking arrow. If I would have been shot myself. So but that is what it is. But hey, if you make a friend, you make a friend. Mm-hmm. Now back to you. I've been married 25 years. Mm-hmm. Areola's out.
No, Areola, stop saying that. Jesus. Anyway, let's get back to this video because I can't let Lord in this.
Even delete their social media. I know I would be openly working with anybody and everybody and speaking out very publicly to find information, to find out why they are unalive. But no, that's not what happened to Nolan Xavier Wells, because those individuals were not his friends. They were not even his acquaintances. They clearly did not care about him at all or his well-being. Because if they did, this is not the storyline that we would be hearing. This is not the timeline of actions that we would be seeing. The fact that one of those kids lawyered up as soon as news broke about Nolan Xavier Wells' disappearance, we all knew how this was going to end up after that moment. This happens so much in our society that I fear that people just expect it now because it's all too common. But we all know, had that picture had been 3 black teenage boys with 1 white teenage boy, this would be all over mainstream media and the president would be talking about it right now. We all know that. Rest in peace, Nolan Xavier Wells. And I truly hope that your family finds peace and you receive justice, because this is so wrong and we need to keep his name alive. This has to stop in our country.
And I echo her sentiment about this having to stop in this country. But see, the reason why it's been allowed to continue is because of our inability to come to one accord about the existence of said double standards, which inter-racist MAGA is doing their best to eradicate that. They're doing their best to make sure that we can all see them, bringing us closer to bringing it to a close. Isn't that right? And the thing, all that effort that his friends and their family put in, just wasted. Y'all just wasting all their efforts.
Cracker hose, you know, some white privilege mess about this whole Nolan Wells situation is Warren Hudson's stepmother, Judge Ashley Cole, decides to release an unrequested, unnecessary press release mentioning that she is a judge at the very top. Judge Ashley Cole, she's not over this case. She's not adjudicating nothing. She decides to put her lily white face on the side and her name and title at the top, as if her title as a judge is going to somehow pacify and allay the concerns the public has about what they did to Nolan Wells, allegedly, because I'm not getting sued. And my point here is, had they been black, had Warren Hudson and all the other crackers been black, they would have been guilty until proven innocent. They would have been detained, because there's no justifiable reason why the family had to track down Nolan Wells' cell phone using Life 360 to find it at someone's house with deleted text messages, knowing that Warren Hudson and the other crackers got into an argument with Nolan Wells before he decides to get another ride and leave his cell phone behind. Yeah.
And I can't be the only one that thought that statement was pretty well timed now, wasn't it? Or ill-timed, depending on your perspective.
Now, we're also not going to skip over the fact that the timing was strategic in them putting out the interview of Warren Hudson, who is one of the boys who was on the boat that day with Nolan Wells, and just so happens to be the son or the stepson, whatever, of Judge Ashley Cole. It is no coincidence that on the day that Ben Crump announced.
Can we just take a moment? You know, those ears. Have you ever seen ears that look like that before? I just, okay. All right.
Yeah, in museums with troglodytes.
Oh my God. I would say the poster child of Dumbo.
I mean, they're so pronounced. You know, it's like, okay. God bless him.
That the independent autopsy results were going to be made available, that this interview came out. I also just want to point out that in Ashley Cole's original statement, she said that the reason she deactivated their social media was because we live in an age of clickbait. And so with that in mind, you decided that a day after Nolan Wells' funeral and a day before the independent autopsy results were released was a good time for you to put out an interview that is clickbaity. There was also another friend whose name is Lucas Avis, I believe. And according to him, Nolan Wells was so inebriated that he was slurring his words, which is ironic because Warren Hudson has the exact opposite account of what he saw from Nolan Wells that day. He said that he was fine. Now, again, let me remind you that Warren Hudson's mother, stepmother, whatever she is a judge. So she understands the importance of creating reasonable doubt in an investigation or a case like this, should it go to trial and criminal charges are brought up against her son, stepson, and his friends. The timing is not a coincidence.
No, I don't believe that it is, but he mentioned it going to a trial. And in a circumstance like that, we would have to lean on the historical record when it comes to cases like this and how we feel going into something like that, which racist MAGA,
yeah,
you innocent no matter what. They exactly. No, y'all doing great.
I love him.
Y'all doing great.
We don't know what happened. I'm not going to speculate. That doesn't do anything for anybody. But we as white people have not given people of color especially Black folks in America, any reasons to trust us as a collective group of people. Full stop.
Ooh, you think?
And if you are a white person and you are bothered when Black folks say they don't trust white people, think of this moment. Think of the unfortunately countless other moments in American history where white people have been instigators of violent crimes against Black people. Because whether you like it or not, that is American history.
You know, as dark and as sad as this particular story is,
What do you guys think about the white people calling out the other white people in the way that they have in this particular video or these particular videos?
ADS, you take it. I think my position's clear on what I think.
I think it's good news. I really do think it's good news that people do see it. More spotlight, the better. But I mean, Benjamin Crump ain't help either. Let's also say that out loud. Because that press conference where he said about that other, excuse the language, McKinnon, the other white guy who turned himself in, he got 6 years when just because he felt guilty, he turned himself in, he still got like 3 or 6 years. Versus, saying the other one who didn't say anything about the guy down there in Ohio, right? They went fishing, they drowned him, they took his clothes, hit him, all that good stuff down in Ohio or something like that. Well, the only reason they called him was because one of them felt guilty and told himself, and he got 6 years for it. I was like, man, that's not I don't think that's incentive, right? You know what I'm saying? For anybody to go out there and say nothing. But it was what it was. But it was,
I think Ben Trump is doing what he's supposed to be doing, what he's being paid to do. He's been effective in more ways than one, no matter how you feel about him and whatever else, because the whole internet is ablaze with Nolan Wells. That is effective to me. So regardless of people wanting to jump on that man and say he did this and he didn't do that and whatever else, he's effective. So effective that people who claim they haven't done anything wrong, people who claim they haven't been investigated, people who claim that they saw him last laid their eyeballs on Nolan Wells at 3 p.m. and in the same interview say they last saw him at 4:30. Clearly, you can't keep your story together. These people who have not been investigated at all are still getting lawyers, even though they don't need them yet, because ain't nobody said anything. Nobody's arrested them. Nobody's detained them. Nobody's, interrogated them. He's so effective that they lawyer it up anyway. He's so effective that the lawyers are going on different platforms to threaten the whole internet that they're going to get sued. So I'm just kind of like, miss me with the Ben Crump. We don't like what he did, and he needs to be
no, that's not what I'm saying. But it was just
I know what you're saying. I got you. I'm speaking to the people because it's not only hate for the or people giving a side eye to the young men in the case. It's a lot of hate towards Ben, and I'm not talking about us. I'm just saying in general. There's a lot of people that don't like him or they don't like what he's doing. They feel like it's opportunistic and all that kind of stuff. At the end of the day, he's effective. Period. They could have gotten any local attorney, but they said, nah, we live in Mississippi. We can't just get a regular person to come handle this. We got to get somebody with power, with real power and influence. And as soon as he attached his name to it, it was over with for them.
That's still just less incentive, though, for them to turn themselves in. That's what I'm saying.
They don't even have to turn themselves in. Is my point.
I think Ben is doing an outstanding job of handling these cases, right? He really is.
But they don't have to turn themselves in. They're not being charged with. They haven't even been detained. They certainly weren't going to be detained before. Let's be very clear, because what did that sheriff say? Within 24 hours? Nothing to see here. He drowned. So they don't have. So they needed being crump to scare the living shit out of their ass. They needed him to do that, and he got their ass scared as fuck. He do, because if he didn't, why do you have the attorney cosplaying in the background like he one of them? With he ain't dressed up like an attorney. He dressed up like somebody who's 19. And until they pointed out to me, I didn't realize he wasn't 19. I thought he was one of them. Which was the point. And then he came out and was like, "Oh yeah, I'm their attorney, and these boys are all American, and blah 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 blah." It's like, fuck out of here. Shut up. Shut up. But I really am frustrated and disappointed with mainstream media because, like the young lady said in her video, if these were 3 black young men who went out with a white friend on a boat and the white friend didn't come back and they made all of these mistakes along the way, like the fake we drowning in the middle of the ocean. When
Rich
the
or
word
not,
say that you're
ain't no
not
way.
drowning in the middle of the ocean, what?
Yeah. Rich or not, ain't no way. Rich or
It's
not. If
no
they was
way.
black, ain't no way.
They would have all been under the jail by now. This would have been. That's what would have happened. The case would have been closed. They would have told them, "You better settle out of court. You better take this plea bargain of 35 years." That's what would have happened.
They may have been able to bail out. That have been the lucky ones, and they family got the money to bail them out. But ain't no way they not going down there getting detained, getting their fingerprints, mugshot.
Exactly. Taking an
Ain't no way.
actual polygraph and all of the things. That's exactly what would have happened. And we all know it. We have a collective unconsciousness in this country. As black people, we know what the fuck is going on. We know what this shit look like. Ain't nobody got to tell us. It's just in this case, it just happens to be in Mississippi. And we just kind of like, how we just gonna let this bullshit ride? He's 18. And to by all accords, was loved by pretty much everybody. He didn't deserve this, and so therefore he deserves justice. This is wrong, and it smells wrong. And that's the thing. It's like, I can't believe y'all sleeping good at night. But it's the audacity to me that these people have to come and say, we're gonna do interview after interview. I don't understand how you get all of these attorneys and you lawyer up, and then your attorney who knows your clients are supposed to shut the fuck up. Because everything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. That's what I'm saying. They don't even believe they ever gonna be held accountable. Because if they believed it, especially their attorneys, there ain't no way in hell they would be letting them do interviews. I don't give a shit if it's with the blackest white man on earth that hate all the black people. I'm not letting you put yourself in a situation that you're not gonna be able to backpedal out of. Because exactly what the lawyers are going to tell you is going to happen, which is why they tell you to shut the hell up, which is why it's against the law to have people talk to a police officer about a case or about any type of circumstances without a lawyer present. Well, I'm sorry, without reading them their Miranda rights. You have to read them their Miranda rights, and you have to ask them if they understand it before you proceed, or everything is inadmissible. You have to. So the fact that you saying we ain't gonna let you go out here and say whatever, even though we know it's recorded and they probably editing the shit out of shit. As soon as they said something wrong, then the lawyers didn't agree with edit. But this is the thing, they could still subpoena that too. They could subpoena the original. But to me, that's the audacity that you have. It's the same. It feels like what happened to George Floyd, where you can have your foot on someone's neck or your knee on this man's neck for however long he had his knee. What was it, 9 minutes or something like that? And not only do you have your knee on his neck, you have bystanders watching you literally unallow this man. And not only do you have bystanders watching you, you have other police officers watching you. But you still so emboldened, and you still know that ain't nothing gonna happen to you. You so confident that you willing to let these other police officers watch you do it. Because like you said, It's the code. It's the cover up. They gonna ride with me. We have a code. And so, in my opinion, that's why they're doing all of this. It's because they
They
have a code.
they they didn't have no worries from the start. They really
None.
didn't. So
Zero.
zero. They already been set up. Put it this way: from the time that I think that night when the boys made that, they'll say even that toe call sounds like it was planned, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like it was planned. They'll say just to give them an alibi.
Hmm.
So it's like whenever whatever happened, they were able to set things in motion relatively quickly, almost like they had somebody with legal expertise guiding them through it.
Yep. Because you know what the thing with the toe call is, but again, they thought, okay, well, it feels like the grandfather said either A, the grandfather was there and maybe he was on a different boat, and he said, and they called him and was like, yo, Bart did it, and now he's on our boat, and Bart came on the boat because in that Cito call, they were like, damn it, Bart. Anyway, so whatever happened, I will say this. I don't believe they intended to unalive him. I don't believe that part. I definitely think that there was some sort of argument and
I
that
mean, people don't even think about after whatever happened. I can call you on my cell phone and then call you right back on CB radio where they can't trace what I'm saying to you on a secret channel within that distance, right?
Mhm.
Because you're within no saying 3 miles of the house. I can hit you on a CB. No, on our little channel, right? We can talk all about it. You can tell me what to do when I pull up, how to do it, where to go from there, how long should I stay? Say all that good jazz, right? I think what they struggled with was the cell phone thing because they knew they had custody of the phone. So they didn't know how to get that out. So that's why I went through this process, right?
well, the reason that I think that the CTO call was set up is because of what happened during the CTO call. Not necessarily what was happening in the background. That's what made me think they were guilty. When they did the audio and they took out the other noise and whatever else, that's what made me think they were guilty. But what made me think the CTO was a setup for an alibi was how weird he was with the CTO lady. She asking him questions, he's muting the phone. She asking him questions, he's like, "What?" It's just like, what? Who talks to the like? What are we doing? And then when the captain comes on the phone with the CTO lady, and he's like, "What type of boat is it?" It's as if he knew that they were gonna call him. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't know how the CTO calls work. I don't know, if they just work with
No,
certain.
no, no. I think the C code was like legit, right? I think it was legit as can be. You know what I'm saying? I think they were giving practical advice. I think the only problem was there really was never a leak.
No, what I mean by that is the reason that I'm saying I think it was set up, or what made me think it was set up, is because I don't think that they ever intended. I think an adult, somebody over the age of 21, told them to call Cinto, and I think that person was the grandfather, the person that owned the boat.
I can agree with
They
that.
called the grandfather to say, "Yo, we had this horrible accident. Now Nolan's dead. What should I do?" And I think he told them, "Call Cito, blah 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 blah, whatever the case may be." But before he could get the guy that was calling Cito back on the line, he had already talked to the captain, because that's what the captain said on the call. The captain said, "What type of boat was it?" And so that let me know immediately when he said what type of boat it was. The captain immediately knew who it was. He said, "Is it this guy?" And she was like, "Yeah, his name is Jerry." So so then the captain says, "Well, I just finished talking to his grandfather." That's what made me think, oh, okay. So the grandfather is going to tell the captain that before he even gets the call, don't even go out there. Why would your grandfather who loves
And then they canceled it 3 hours later.
but what I'm saying is, why would your grandfather who loves you, who thinks you're his boat and its passengers are taking on water, why would you not send the people that can help them. Isn't that the whole point of having the insurance? Because that's, I'm sure they have some sort of insurance plan or whatever it is, or subscription plan that says, go help save my boat that's in distress. So you canceling that, but they still on the phone talking to them, telling them they need somebody to come help them. Why would you need somebody to come help you if you talk to your grandfather and your grandfather said, no, they don't need no help? Aren't those boats several $100,000? Wouldn't you want to save your boat?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense. And so if it don't make sense, there's a lie somewhere. These mofos gonna get caught up, and I don't know how they're gonna get caught up, but they're gonna get caught up some kind of way.
One thing that does bring us closer to healing as a nation is the fact that apparently we can all agree that this is part of a larger pattern. That's what we've been saying, and they've been denying, but apparently they're willing to come off of that now. You know, just to be mean on the internet.
My first thought was, here we go again. And my second thought was, how do we ever get to a place where we can feel safe in this country? The stories that is trying to be written is as if something is just too fishy. We still got some serious issues in this nation around, I'm just going to say it, blackness.
You better tell them. You better tell them.
I got a message for white people. So if you're not white, I guess keep scrolling. If your skin looks like this, I'm going to hold your hand while I say this to you. It is not your job, your place, your right to dismiss, diminish, criticize, question the lived experience of people of color.
Take your time, Pastor. Take your time.
It is not your job to define what is racist and not racist.
Okay, I recently posted a video about Nolan, and on Instagram, of course, I get such ignorant comments, which just proves my point that white people do not take accountability, they do not take responsibility, that white people are the problem, because they want to state the fact that, okay, if this was a white boy, it would be just as bad too, or it's not about race. People are people. Are you kidding me right now? If these white boys were black, they would all be arrested behind bars right now. And the fact that white people want to continue to be so divided and separated and not see that racism is happening all the time.
Oh, it most certainly is. It most certainly is. But most of the time, they try and tell us to believe them or our lying eyes.
Yep.
We're in a very different place today now, aren't we? Or maybe not, because let's keep it a buck. This story is one of many. And the reason why we're discussing this is because it went viral.
I had a reel go viral on Instagram about Nolan Wells. And the thing that a lot of people are missing is that the point is that even if there weren't any foul play, then this still took national news, had to see social media blow up the way that it did in order for this to make national news. And that is in and of itself white privilege. So for those of you who are confused and saying it's not a race thing, that's how it is a race thing. Because if I went missing, or if my kids went missing, it would have already been national news if it was under similar circumstances. Because Nolan Wells was not a white boy and the situation wasn't flipped, that's why he didn't make national news until it hit the fan on social media. So the privilege is in the fact that we get the attention without having to earn it or create it. It's just granted. That's privilege. I hope that helps.
Why are we automatically assuming that Nolan's friends are the ones that took part in his death? Why don't we point the finger when it's a young white man? And why do we automatically point the finger when it's not a young white man? You know why we're doing that? People that look like me, it's because that's what we do. When it is someone's black son, husband, brother, we often say, well, what did he do? But if it's a white boy like Austin Metcalf, we immediately know what happened. You know, the UFC fighting event at the White House is literally so much symbolism as to where we're at as a country. And here we are 250 years later, and we have white supremacist groups marching on the steps of the Capitol.
Oh, and I would also say marching on the steps of the Capitol during July 4th weekend for the 250. White supremacists. No condemnation. No condemnation. So remember that whole part about y'all just putting it right out there on Front Street and leaving you no place to go with future systemic racism? Huh?
Let's talk about it.
Y'all let them march out loud and proud. Ain't nobody tell y'all to do that.
And the most corrupt president in history posting racist tropes.
Right.
And we're watching racist slurs across social media. And we're assuming the worst about that black lady on the train. And during that Newport Beach takeover, man, all those black and brown people. Yet when we see videos of young white men fighting and shooting off fireworks and all the other things, and the white Karens all over the internet showing their racism, well, then we tend to not define our entire race, right?
Preach! Preach!
Oh my God,
You
that
know,
was bad.
one thing that I find
I love him. He's so funny. I love him. I mean, no lies told that I could see. No lies told. I love it when people can call a thing a thing. I hate it when people hide behind. Like, I think Martin Luther King says, injustice anywhere. Hold on, wait. Where did it go?
Hey, y'all. Chanel, creative, beginning, I'm about ready to drop. Y'all have a good morning.
You too. Thank you for coming by. We appreciate you. I think he said injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere, or something to that effect. And it's true. It is. It's a threat to justice everywhere. So if you allow the racism, if you have this idea that as long as I don't entertain the racism, as long as I'm not racist, other people could be racist. As long as you're not anti-racist, then that's problematic in my book. Because that means when you see some racist shit, you're not going to say anything. It takes courage, in my opinion, for those white people to put their neck on the line, because they're going to get it. Their social media is about to blow all the way the fuck up with how dare you say this, and they're going to get chewed
That's
out.
true, yeah.
You know?
They get the backlash.
And for what? For telling the truth?
For standing up for what's right and not following the crowd.
Yeah. So I support that, because that takes a lot to do that. It's easy to sit back and just be like, well, I don't have to say anything. I'm not going to say anything. We got kids that got to go to school. And I also do think that that's part of the reason that some of the people that were out there that may know something haven't said anything, because their parents probably tell them, don't you say anything. You got to go to school next year. You're going to need that scholarship. You're going to need, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to this, and that, and you're going to ruin the family name and all of those things. So they're probably never going to say anything. My thing is this, though. What have we not learned about? Just leak the shit online. Okay, just leak it online. And so what the text messages or whatever, just leak it online, and then that way we won't know anything. And then, because I think I don't know if it was the Crime Stoppers or something was going directly, I heard, to the judge's phone or something like that. I heard that. I don't know if that was true, but people were saying that that was true. Um, but I feel like at the very least, call Ben Crump's team, then figure out how to get in touch with them and be like, yo, I know something. Because we know they trying to get to the truth. You know what I mean? So I wish that somebody would say something, but it just seems like, how do you have, let's just say 1,000 people were there. Nobody saw anything. I don't know how the last boat left. And he was the only one there left on the island. Y'all didn't say, yo, you need a ride back.
1,000 eyeballs is more surveillance than a fucking satellite thing and any other CCTV, that could have been present. I'm not saying that if there was CCTV on the island, 1,000 eyeballs is more surveillance and visibility on that person than all that other shit. And somehow no one saw anything. Fuck you.
Not only that, but you got 1,000 eyeballs, and he's the only one that don't look like y'all, or a few. So let's imagine there's an island full of Black people, and Mr. McKinnon is there with his family, because that's to me the equivalency of how many Black people were probably on that island. You telling me y'all don't notice that the white people still on the island when y'all left? Y'all telling me y'all don't notice when Mr. McKinnon got into the fight with some other Black man on the island? Nobody saw that happen? Of course you noticed it. How do you not? I could see if you didn't notice the Black people fighting, but you certainly would notice the white people fighting if there are only 10 of them there. So, or even 20 of them, you would notice them. Yet they probably gonna say, well, we don't see color. Which, don't even get me started on that. But oh man, I have some more stuff that I wanted to talk about, but I'm tired and I have a long day tomorrow. I have to get up in the morning and go get my makeup done, which I never get makeup done unless it's, something important. And since my birthday is here, it's very important. So we're going to go ahead and give our closing statements. Tomorrow, Creative, we're going to pick up at some point and talk about, well, I'll take that back. I'm not even going to say we're going to do that because I'm going to be busy all day tomorrow. And I'm going to go salsa later that night. I got me a cute little dress. I got me a cute little pink dress. It's so cute. I'm gonna take pictures so you guys can see. I'll probably do video too. I almost sent you a invite me, but then I realized she's not in the same city with me. Because I was sending out like the invites from my phone to the party, and I was like, oh, I can't send her.
Oh, Mr. McKinnon, do you miss the States?
Do I what?
Do you miss living in the States?
He lives
I live in Texas. I live in Texas.
You're in Texas? Oh, I thought you was, I'm sorry.
He moved to Ireland?
No, I thought he was in Alaska or something.
Oh, he does seem like an Alaskan, like he would live there.
I'm sorry. Used to? He talked about it once or twice.
Oh, that's where you got it from then. It's probably you just remembered him saying that.
Clinkets are from Alaska.
Okay, belay my last.
So you guys have any final thoughts about?
I think this is messed up. I hope justice prevails.
Yeah.
I hope people take note of this. And I hope other kids that are growing up, I hope everybody gets informed about this case.
Yeah. It's kind of a juggernaut right now. It's kind of an unstoppable force right now because there's too many inconsistencies. And usually people will have law enforcement to deal with the inconsistencies and try to get a confession from somebody. I also don't understand why, if you have Katie, the young lady that they said he stayed back with or wanted to stay back with, she's the only person so far that was like she hasn't spoken publicly, but that was just like No, he said he was getting on the boat with y'all. So I think that's probably the biggest monkey wrench in it. But it's like, even if you throw out the Cito call, even if you throw out why did y'all have his cell phone, the young lady's saying no. He said he was leaving me to go on a boat with his friends. But then y'all say he never got on the boat with y'all, even though, you know, you say in your interview your friend was yelling at him, "Get on the fucking boat! Get on the fucking boat!" No. It's just so much that don't make sense to me. Call me stupid, but I'm not stupid. And listen, you never gonna get stupid from me. But I just don't see how it makes sense to say, "Get on the boat. Something's wrong with our boat. We got to take it back." And you're taking on water, and you still go away from safety. Wouldn't it make better sense to say, "Let's call Cito so they can tow the boat"? I don't know why anybody would say we got to travel 10 miles in a boat that's taking on water.
Yeah.
These are the things that just it doesn't make any sense to me. But I'm like, all of the probable cause that you need to at the bare minimum go and interrogate these young men is that Katie is saying he did not stay with me. He went with them. That's to me what you need to at least say, we need you to come down to the station. And that's what makes us as brown people feel like y'all don't want them to go down to the station. And I don't know if y'all saw that thing the other day where they were like, the lawyer was on Nancy Grace and that officer Dingbat was like, I don't know why the family is refusing to cooperate and they won't give the phone over. And then Ben Crump put out a statement the next day in that letter. He was like, well, we said we all agreed that we would do the phone thing together. We're waiting on them. You know? They tell us the time and the place and the where and all that. I don't. It doesn't make any sense to me. So No Chaser said, what did he say? Besides, there's probably white men at the police station. They're gonna have their back regardless. Yeah. Well, yeah. Obviously, yeah, absolutely. And I really hate more than anything that this lady that just lost her son a month and a half ago. I don't even know if it's been a month and a half, but I guess a month and a half. She just lost her son, and y'all calling and putting bad reviews and saying that, she should basically lose her job and putting out bad reports. And you know what I'm saying? I have a license. I have a state license, and it's hard to get. It's not easy. And you have a practice and you build up your practice and all of this kind of stuff. And you try to take away this lady's livelihood after she just had to bury her son. And she didn't do shit wrong. That to me is evil. There's a special place in hell for somebody like that, in my opinion. Like, that's diabolical. That's the definition of diabolical. We're gonna try, and so all of our other tactics didn't work. And you know what else really fucks with me is the fact that lady and her family have been getting all kinds of death threats, and they still haven't arrested one person. Not one. The judge gets a death threat, and they immediately go find that person all the way in California to arrest him. Now, he should have been arrested because you should never be threatening anybody, right? But how is it that y'all can capture this person? Y'all put all these resources into capturing and putting him under jail, but you can't put no resources whatsoever into what's happening to this lady who lost her son? This is the reason why we are like, this is so fucked up. And this is the reason why I'm going to keep making videos about it. Don't see about me. You're not about to scare me. I got a lawyer too. Be very clear. And I call him on speed dial. I mean, whoever you are, if you're watching, I don't give a fuck. I come from the don't give a fuck state. We got GUNs in Texas. Run up and get done up. Anyway, so that's my last thoughts. Mr. McKinnon, did you have anything to say?
Nothing I can say that on a recording.
Okay. Can you stay behind Mr. McKinnon after the stream? It's not going to be long. Just want to ask you a question or two.
Okay.
Yep. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for staying on this live with us for 2 hours and 20 minutes. Please like the stream. Please go like and subscribe if you haven't already. Chanel's Reality, Creative Solutions, and Create Your Reality. And we will see you guys next time.
Creative Solutions. Let's take them through the garden. The streets are where I'm from. Let's bring them through Chanel Reality. Let's swing all the way to Texas. Riding Lexus, where the girls are all baddies. Shout out to Creative Solution. The chocolate baddie. She got her own house and her own car. Doing things like a real boss lady. Wait, let drip do it. Who you at the Galleria? With Chanel is shopping. Till she drop shopping spree in Gucci in Louis Vuitton. Shopping spree for her Chanel. It's her. She the one. Now let's start the show. Let's bring the host. Chanel and Creative.